Looking forward, especially, Duke, to the Chief tonight because he loves to travel. He certainly loves the boxes here at the SCG, and he loves the extra responsibility of the hard yakka stats.
And he likes to be on his own one out too, Jim. He doesn't like a lot of company,
No.
Chief, as a rule. So all the elements are set for probably an all-time night.
The moons
for
have
the Chief.
aligned for you, Chief.
I can't disagree with any of that.
No, there's no doubt about that.
Hey, Jim, and I find it interesting when you travel interstate and you actually get to the ground a bit earlier than we normally would if we're at the MCG. You get to see different preparations for our commentary team, and I've enjoyed tonight watching Chief just warming up on the curtain raiser.
The Neefle.
Just getting his eye in on a few young players he hasn't seen before. He's been practicing his special comments, and
how has he rated them, do you think, Daz?
A number of crab calls I've heard.
Well, there's a few out there that aren't going anywhere, Duke, let's be honest. They try hard, but they're not going anywhere. Probably going down a couple of notches, I suspect.
You could broadcast the unfiltered, Chief. No one would listen to anything else.
I've always said this, Duke. An underskilled footballer, the Chief can strafe more comprehensively than anyone I've ever come across.
There's no tolerance
zero
for the level below elite.
In fact, a lot of the elite he doesn't have tolerance for. So when you get to this level, there's close to zero.
Not true.
And Chief, I like it. I like how you go verbally when you're watching these sort of games. You get a real sense of it.
Sydney are playing University, by the way.
A few crustacean types out there.
You don't tolerate fools, though, do you, Chief?
We've had some Wolfpack very nice interaction, which we always get on a Friday night. And I know, I don't know what the Nipsey's name is, but one of them, Damo, suggesting that the A-team travelling with a question mark. I thought we'd put our cue in the rack. Well, we basically had. I'm not actually sure why we are here, to be brutally honest.
Well, we do whatever it is that you want to do, Jim. So we're here because you want to be here.
I'm up here presidentially, so I don't know what... Chief, what are you... I would have thought you wouldn't have been necessarily keen to head up here on a Friday night.
Well, Jim, I tend to be a team player, and the team is up here,
Really?
so I find myself here. Disappointed with the leadership of the team, though.
Really?
Because it pretty much revolves around what sort of mood you're in, Jim, whether we travel or not.
Chief, do you want me to go with what you said off here?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
You said, what are we doing up here, Jim? I 100% blame you. That's what you said.
Correct. Because you're the leader and you determine what's going
I'm
on.
up here
So we'd settled into these
representing
beautiful pre-game previews when the games were interstate, and then throw to the calling team and did some of our best work.
Oh, fantastic work.
Now we're getting dragged all over the joint because you wanted to come up here.
Yeah.
Chief, our Triple M family out there saying you tools are sitting at the SCG.
That's it, Chief.
Ahead of one of the most anticipated Friday night games in the best seat in the house.
No, we're in a box.
Yeah,
we're in a box the size of a microwave oven.
Leave that aside.
Yeah.
We're about to watch a game that people would. This would be their greatest night ever. And the old
Chief's
man
complaining
of the
about
people is not happy to be up here, Chief. That's a
No,
poor reflection on you.
It's not.
It is
It's not. I think we should be running a competition whereby those people come up and we stay and do our preview back in the studio and let them have a fantastic night. And
Listen
how
to
good
the
would that
Chief.
be for some of our listeners to travel interstate to the good game?
Well, Spud's Lackey's coming up shortly. Spuds reckons he's that busy he's had to put a boy on, so he actually has put a boy on. 1300 693 478. Ring, leave your message, explain in 30 seconds why you should be Spud's Lackey for a day, and you're going to be. They're going to have the chance, Duke, to do exactly what you're talking about.
Hang out with Spud for a day.
Hang out with Spud, but included in that, come in for the rub and the call and the whole setup.
No, that works. Get onto that number.
You'll lose a few brain cells throughout the course of that day. I would have
It's been an
thought,
interesting day with Spud.
Big Duke, I know you've got the iPad there, the Wolfpack up and about.
Very new to me to have hold of the iPad, Jim. It was normally our great mate, the Lone Wolf's domain. He just had hold of the iPad and
picked the eyes out of it, to
all
be
we
fair.
heard was a great response to how he was travelling.
That's
Normally
it.
that the Lone Wolf was
Really
flying.
all we ever heard.
It's technically a fairly sort of an edge to the way the pack roll, having got hold of it. There's a couple blue-collar Westie at Triple M footy. How was the trip, Chief, with pencil neck's head sticking out the top of the plane?
Look at Chief. He just thinks that's absolutely superb.
There's a little bit coming Chief's way, who has decided that travelling's not for him. Harden up, Chief. Tough life. Getting paid to watch football. You're a flog, Chief. Came your way.
Don't ad-lib, Duke. Just read what's there.
And one about the size of the box I like too. There's a reason
Sam
the box
Martin,
is so small.
Sam Martin, the reason the box feels so small is because of the Chiefs' massive box.
At least mine stays in the box, Duke.
I like it. Keep it coming.